Don't you worry, I won't let the bad lady do anything to you. Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. Today we're reviewing Cruella, which is available to watch on Disney Plus for a premium price. So let's dive straight into it. Cruella is a kind of prequel to 101 Dalmatians. I say kind of because it doesn't really feel like the film's goal is to be connective tissue to 101 Dalmatians. It very much feels more like a character piece. And essentially what it is about is Emma Stone, who plays Cruella, is a young gifted orphan who wants to become a fashion designer and slowly works her way up the ladder, only to clash heads with a character called the Baroness, who is played by Emma Thompson. And it really does become a sort of spat between these two female figureheads. And that's actually what I really liked about the movie. It felt a lot more like The Devil Wears Prada than it did 101 Dalmatians. My big issue with a lot of these Disney remakes is that they are just rehashes. There's nothing new, innovative about them. They don't add anything to what we already know. It really is just rehash what we did and just do it worse, and we'll get a lot of money for it. And that's why I just don't really have any interest in these Disney remakes at all. I didn't have a lot of interest in seeing Cruella. I thought this was going to be just another one of them. I can gladly say I was quite surprised. It's not to say the film is perfect, not by any means. There's a few problems, and I actually think audience reactions will be very mixed about this movie. I think it totally depends about how attached to the source material you are. I myself, I don't really care about 101 Dalmatians, if I'm being honest. It's a good film, but is it in my personal top 100, top 50? No, not for me. There's many others I preferred to 101 Dalmatians. So no, do I really care if they do something different with Cruella de Vil? Not really, no. But I do think some others might be bothered by some of the things in this movie. What I appreciated was that it just really wasn't actually about that. It's there, but they're more just assistants to the plot, really. And I have to say, Emma Stone crushes it as Cruella de Vil.
Do you have a light?
I mean, she's just brilliant. She gets the mannerisms down. The character comes to life in her performance. And the same could be said about Emma Thompson. Those two clashing against each other at the height of their powers is absolutely the best part of this movie, and it really elevates it. I also forgot to mention that this movie actually has a very good soundtrack. There's songs from the Rolling Stones, there's a little bit of Black Sabbath in there for a moment, the Zombies plays in there, but that's not to say that it goes without problems. There are definitely problems in this movie. To start, it's a bit too long. I'd feel maybe half an hour too long. There is a use of CGI green screen in the ending, and it's incredibly poor. It doesn't make sense logically, like as to the plot, but it's also, when it's delivered, it looks terrible. It looks incredibly fake. For Disney, that's concerning. You'd think they could do that convincingly. In fact, it's hard to understand why they didn't just do it like realistically, because it's not that dangerous of a stunt. It's quite a simple stunt, I would have thought anyway. It just seems sloppy to me. There are times where character motivation is unclear. Cruella's personality does seem to sort of change on a light switch, you know? Doesn't seem to have much of a build up to it, doesn't seem to have much of an explanation for it. You can connect some dots by yourself, but it's never actually confirmed. So you're always just going to be like, well, I think it's that. I'd heard a lot of people fear this from the trailers, and I think it's kind of true having watched it. It is kind of the female Joker, is kind of what they're doing here. Yeah, I kind of see it actually. That is kind of what they've done here. They're trying to make you sympathetic towards a villain, trying to humanize them, how they, upsetting the system and things like that. It very much is like a female Joker.
Because I'm Harley fucking Quinn.
But funnily enough, that actually kind of worked for it. It fit the tone of the character. I'm going to give Cruella an 8 out of 10. But yeah, I have to admit, I wasn't looking forward to this one and came out incredibly surprised. Emma Stone and Emma Thompson are absolutely incredible here. And that alone is the entertainment, whether or not you actually like the plot or the story or how they explain parts of Cruella de Vil. You can forgive that because the two Emmas going head to head, for me, that was the best part of this film. Thanks for watching this review. Leave a like, comment and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one.